God, my old people needs just Rice Krispied and Snack Crackle and Pop. Edit that out of the video. So these are the control arms. Oh God, let me just, no, not my nice tubulars. What's going on, guys? It is bright and early and cold. We got storms coming, so we got to start right now. Got to get the 7.5 cut out. It's nice and sunny now, but this might take a few days. I don't know how much I can record, but basically ripping the 7.5 out, get the 8.8 in, and hopefully some goodies show up along the way. So let's jump right into her. Right, so this has been a bit of a nightmare. Basically had all the other bolts fall out, so that was pretty good. Then the right rear lower control arm at the axle totally just didn't cooperate, so we had to cut that out like 6 different ways. In 20 minutes I had the rest of the axle out, and in 3 hours I got that bolt out. So it was a rough start to the day. I did have to cut the parking brake cables too, so that's pretty unfortunate. Those were totally seized in. I couldn't even air hammer those out. Yeah, we're pretty much there. I am going to reuse the control arms for now, and then upgrade later on. The top two are not seized, but I will put copper coat on them. Lower ones, I know I'm going to have to cut the fronts out, so we're just going to leave those alone for now. If we leave them alone, they'll leave us alone, and we'll all get along. So, time for the new diff. Now, unfortunately, we did need some of the parts from the drive shaft for our swap, so we could possibly make our own. Looks to be not possible anymore. That's the 7.5 diff. Still has all the bolts and all the goodness inside from blowing it up yesterday. I did go ahead and get some new bolts, so basically take this nugget and drag it underneath and slam it in. It is 1.5 inches wider. I thought it was 3, but it is 1.5 inches wider. Honestly, shouldn't be too bad. Give me a little better stance in the rear. So let me drag this out, and then you guys get to watch me struggle to throw it in. Now on the rear on my 8.8, we did just go ahead and reuse the stamped steel terrible control arms, which is not recommended. So I went ahead and got these. Obviously I would have rather gone black, but you know, pinkish red's pretty neat too, I guess. It's a good thing no one will see them. And I bet you're asking yourself, why do I have a Sawzall? Well, glad you asked. Here in Canada, shit rusts. That's going to be how we unbolt the rest of these control arm bolts. So yeah, that's probably going to happen off of camera, because that's going to be a struggle and a half. So we had them in, everything's nice and loose. The 8.8 is actually officially in the car. Now we got to basically undo that, and we're going to do one control arm at a time. We're going to start with the lowers, probably. Every bolt did come out on the rears. I did have to cut some of them and replace them, and that's how I know the front ones will have to be cut out too. That's why we have a Sawzall. Still waiting for shocks all around. That's a pretty neat thing. Been waiting since we lowered it. So that's just something to look forward to, but we're going to jump right into it, start cutting out these control arms, and I'll probably put you guys on a time lapse when I can actually be installing things and not using a Sawzall. So God, my old people needs just Rice Krispied and Snack Crackle and Pop. Edit that out of the video. So these are the control arms. Oh God, let me just, no, not my nice tubulars. So, stamped steel, worn out, disgusting looking things. There, those are Those are not. What? What? These things absolutely beautiful. Just crushed my finger. They hurt. Oh, jeez. That's a rough start to the day, boys. But through and through, these things are looking pretty good. We got 2 in. It's only been a little bit more than a minor inconvenience. So let's slam the other 2 in, probably off camera. And I could use a breather, but let's get her done, boys. We're getting there. It's almost done. No more floppiness. This is no good for anybody. Floppy gopher. This poor car. Didn't ask for any of this, and here we are. Well guys, this has been a bit of a minor inconvenience, but we finally got it in. Everything's nice and happy, sway bar, brake lines and all. We did have to swap the lines from the 7.5, and I just need to get some new retaining screws here. But basically, 8.8 swapped, everything's looking pretty good. Just got to torque it at ride height and then we're set. So, next up, we gotta work on the engine. Next up, we do get to attack the engine situation. It's got a tired old V6, we gotta rip it out, get rid of it. LS swap it, so stay tuned, subscribe, catch you guys in the next one.